So I remember we were supposed and scheduled to go to Andaman just when the pandemic was hitting, and it was an all-paid BCG offsite. But of course, it got cancelled. But that does not mean that the luxuriousness or the lifestyle of BCG was anyway hampered. I did experience really amazing lifestyle, flamboyance, and luxury when I was a BCG consultant for almost 2 years. So hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I discuss about a lot of interesting things such as consulting, personal finance, and also career advancement strategies. So feel free to hit on the subscribe button so that you are notified every time I'm actually putting out content, and of late I'm putting out content actually on a very daily basis. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing a very interesting topic and a very demanded topic. Few of you had actually mentioned this in the comments that you would want to understand the lifestyle of a consultant. And while I, of course, most of you know that I've been in BCG India office, please understand that whatever my experiences are very firm specific, and they are not just limited to one firm. At least my friends, what they have shared about their experiences in Mckinsey and Bain, so MBB largely, would remain the same, but these experiences may differ from geography to geography. These experiences may also differ based on your designation. I'm typically talking for the management consulting role in BCG, and there are data scientists as well, and there are many other roles in BCG, for example. So those experiences may really change. And coming back to the topic, I very well understand that youngsters, especially undergrads and people in their mid-20s or in their late 20s, want to join management consulting because there is a status attached to it, and it's very covetous. The lifestyle is very luxurious. And while all of those things are definitely the part of your job, for me personally, there were many other more meaningful things that I wanted to pursue, and hence after a point of time, I learned a lot at BCG. I made beautiful relationships and networks, but I decided I wanted to move on. In this video, of course, I will be sharing very interesting things that I got to experience because of my career with BCG, and even as an alum till date, I get exposure and perks of being a BCG alum. So without further ado, let's directly jump into a step-by-step process or the list in terms of what all did I get exposed to during my time at BCG. So first and foremost, definitely the travel. I was flying Monday morning. I was catching a very premium class ticket of Vistara. My first case was actually in Kolkata. Then I was flying Mumbai, and I would wake up at 4 a.m. to catch my 6:30 a.m. flight to go to Calcutta, and I would fly back every Thursday night to be working in the Gurgaon or the Delhi office, home office, every Friday. And in terms of luxury, your entire food, your drinks on the flights are taken care of, and a few of my friends and myself included, you get certain class type, you get certain points. So for example, in Vistara, you could become a platinum status consumer, to a silver, to a golden as well. I do not recall the actual the name. I may be getting them wrong, but by the time my BCG journey was ending, I was able to get one of those status. So of course, you get a lot of points, and because of those points, you can fund actually your personal trips with your near and dear ones as well, without even spending any penny. I remember one of my really good friends from ISB, who's also working at BCG, he gained so many points that he went to Bangkok without even spending a penny. That's the level of points he had. And of course, you're bound to have the bare minimum that a consultant would be traveling would be twice a week, which is to the client location back. But many a times you travel more than that. I remember there was a particular week where I took 5 flights. And I knew that a lot of partners and a lot of principals and project leaders were actually clocking 5 to 6 flights on an average week. So you fly a lot, and of course, with time, you also get business class and premium class. If you gain the points, you get business class. So for example, I also remember of a very dear friend on one of the very interesting case. He was flying from Delhi to Bombay, and he was sitting in business class because he had collected all those points and he had redeemed them. and the principal in BCG, principal is a rank below partner, they automatically get premium economy, not the business class. So the joke in the team was that the consultant or the associate was flying business class. So that's on travel. A lot of interesting trips. For example, when my first case had ended, we had all gone to Kerala, stayed in Taj Hotel, and had a very good weekend. We chatted, we drank, we played some games as well, all done in good fashion. And it was a team offsite because a very big project had come to a closure. And very similarly, when it came to travel, I had a very good, just talking about the nitty-gritty. So for example, when you get outside of the airport, though you can take Uber and Ola, they are all reimbursed. BCG consultants you could get your own cabs from BCG as well. So a driver or a chauffeur would be waiting for you, so that you're not wasting time in getting the cab and making sure that the driver of Ola or Uber is coming to the right location. So all those perks and benefits were there, and they definitely made the life of a consultant easy, because you're just juggling through so much work and personal life. So that's on travel. That's point number 1. Point number 2, largely on stay. Of course, you get to live in Hyatt's, Marriott's of the world. In fact, when I was in Bangkok for my BCG orientation, and all the South Asian, Japan, China, Singapore, even not Australia, Indian, all these BCG first year consultants flew to Bangkok, and we stayed in Marriott for a week. And that's where our orientation was taking place. Had a really lovely time in terms of stay. And on all my client locations, you get to stay in 5-star hotels, and you get to eat at Michelin star restaurants. Of course, there are no Michelin star restaurants in India, but you get the sense, right? Equivalent of that. And it's a good feeling for the initial 6 months that you do not have to look at the price of the menu, and you could order whatever you want. But after a point of time, all these things kind of wither away. But of course, for someone who's looking for flamboyance, luxury, and a good lifestyle, those are good things to have. You would go on for frequent dinners and lunches with your partners, with your team members, and have a good time having all of that food. And I've had a very great time after, especially my Friday night flights at the Kolkata airport. I would fly from Kolkata back to Mumbai, and I would always hawk some really good food. The native or the local Kolkata food, of course, is not as good as the street food, but it's almost equivalent at the airport. So that's on definitely the kind of stay and the kind of food that you get to have. Third is definitely around bonuses, the kind of financials that you get to exposed in terms of luxury. So for example, it's typically mentioned that a BCG consultant, they will earn X amount at an annual level, which will be a fixed salary. But largely the kind of money that they are able to make is from their bonuses. And that bonus is many a times, it's just really very humongous, if I were to be extremely, without quoting numbers. Of course, as you grow up higher in the ladder of the hierarchy, then the bonuses increase. It's typically said that the salary of a consultant is like a hockey stick. Your salary increases with time. So in talks of luxury or talking about luxury, we have talked about travel, we have talked about stay, and we have also talked about the kind of salary and the bonuses you have, which brings me towards the last point, which is a very small point, but I think as a BCG alum, it has stayed with me. So BCG time and again sends gifts, and I'm fairly sure that would be the same case with the Mckinsey and Bain as well. Always remember that these are very minuscule, minor things in grander scheme of things when you're pursuing your career. There are other major things, but very small things such as annual gifts or Women's Day gift, even as an alum that I get, it keeps me connected to the entire BCG family. I would not call those gifts luxury, but I would call them sweet gestures that keep me part of the BCG family. I'm here in Cambridge right now, and I get invited for monthly North American BCG alum meeting, and I've met really lovely people as well. And having said this, that's all my time with all of you in terms of the kind of luxury I got exposed to. And feel free to hit on the subscribe and the like button, and feel free to comment on the video if you want to know about any other thing during my time at BCG, so that I can be of help. I intend to put out tons of consulting material on my YouTube channel, absolutely free of cost, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.